After a week-long hiatus, Skylar Timmons is back here with the Sideline crowd as it's the Rockies hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks here on this Tuesday afternoon. The Rockies have been doing some work in our week-long hiatus. They're on an 8-game winning streak. They've upped their record to 28-37. They've climbed their way out of the basement in the National League West. Look to keep their work going here against the Diamondbacks. German Marquez getting the start today, making his 14th appearance. He's 4-5 with a 3.14 ERA, 80 strikeouts, 17 walks, a 111 whip, 72 hits allowed in 80 innings of work. So Marquez looking to keep the ball rolling here for the Rockies. So we'll get the leadoff man Starling Marte for the Diamondbacks. Here's the first pitch to Marte, and we're underway here. That misses inside, 1-0. The Rockies have made their way back up to third in the National League West after winning last Sunday's game against the Giants. They then swept the Diamondbacks in Arizona and then swept the Dodgers. Then they had the off day yesterday, and so they're back in today at home. Here's the 1-1 to Marte. This is outside, 2-1. In that time, the Rockies have thrown a pair of shutouts. They had a 4-0 shutout on Sunday. Jeff Hoffman going 8 1/3 innings. Here's the 2-1 to Marte. This one's lifted well down the line, but that's going to drift foul, 2-1. Here's the 2-2 to Marte. And this one's lined into right, but right at Blackman. And there's out number one here. Take a look here at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Starling Marte out in right field, then Tim Locastro at second, David Peralta in left, Ketel Marte in center field, Eduardo Escobar at third, followed by the first baseman Christian Walker, Stephen Vogt behind the dish, and Nick Ahmed at shortstop with Zach Gallen on the bump for the Diamondbacks today. Tim Locastro will foul that one away, and it's 0-1. Marquez kicks and deals, and this is catches the outside corner, 0-2. Well, Locastro's 4 for 11 in his last 3 games. Here's the 0-2. Watches that one low, 1-2. Well, Marquez, his last outing was against the Diamondbacks. A 4-0 shutout by the team. Marquez goes 8 innings, gives up no runs on 4 hits, struck out 6, didn't walk any. Rockies pounded out 12 hits as he pumps the fastball right by Locastro. And now there's 2 away here in the top of the first. Marquez just pumping the 2-seamer right by him. I'll bring up the left fielder, David Peralta. Peralta, probably one of the mainstays of this Diamondbacks lineup. One of the only names that's really carried on through the past couple of years. After sending off Paul Goldschmidt, they sent off Zach Greinke last season. Diamondbacks, though, have really shown an ability to retool on the fly. Fortunately, their whole team's been a bit of a slump at the moment. 1-2 the count now on Peralta. That's seen them kind of fall down in the standings. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase the fastball high. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for German Marquez to start it this afternoon. We head to the bottom of the first, top of the order to do it for the Rockies here at Coors Field. Zach Gallen will get the start for the Diamondbacks. He's 1-7 in his 14th start, 3.82 ERA, 64 strikeouts, 34 walks, 145 whip. He's given up 65 hits in 68 1/3 innings of work. So it's been a bit of a bad luck. Kind of shows the lack of offense for this Diamondbacks team. Still face Trevor Story, who's back in there. 217 average, 8th in the National League in All-Star voting. His batting average has really been a struggle for Story this season. First pitch to Story is lifted foul, and this is going to drift into the camera well. And it's 0-1. Story with 12 doubles on the year. He's been dealing with quite a few injuries, kind of nagging day-to-day injuries. Faced a lot of that in this past week during our hiatus. But Brendan Rodgers has filled in spectacularly for him. 0-2 the count now on Trevor Story. Diamondbacks have fallen to 26-39. 0-2 to Story. Rockies, who were dwelling in the basement most of the season so far, they've managed to leapfrog the Giants and Diamondbacks, move up into third. This one bounces well inside, goes to the backstop. 2-2 delivery now to Story. And watches that one inside, ball 3. In a little bit, we'll get to some of the transactions the Rockies have made in the past week that have kind of bolstered them a little bit. Payoff pitch to Story, bounces in the dirt, ball 4. So Story with the leadoff walk, he'll trot down to first. And I'll bring up David Dahl. Fouled off the first pitch, then laid off the high fastball, laid off the slider away, laid off that one down and in. So I'll bring up David Dahl here. 253 average, 5 homers, 19 RBIs. He's 6th in the National League in center field voting. Really the only all-stars that are kind of in the bid right now is Nolan Arenado and Charlie Blackmon, both of them in second place in their respective positions. Arenado behind Justin Turner of the Dodgers, and Blackmon behind Christian Yelich. Home runs seem to be a deciding factor for the two. Blackmon has less home runs despite leading the league in average with his .392 batting average. Here's the 0-1 to Dahl. Takes that pitch for a called strike. 0-2 on the knuckle curve. Well, Zach Gallen, his last time out against the Rockies, went 5 1/3, gave up a run on 6 hits. Pitch misses high. 1-2. Rockies won that game 4-2. Jeff Hoffman matched Zach Gallen pitch for pitch. Rockies scored 3 in the top of the 8th to take the lead to win it 4-2. Here's the 1-2 to Dahl. Swing and a miss. Pumped the fastball right by him. He can't catch up to it. And there's first out of the inning for the Rockies. Zach Gallen just throwing it right down Main Street. Bit of a sinking action to it. Dahl can't catch it. And I'll bring up Arenado. Arenado, .294 average, 14 homers, 46 RBIs. 2nd in the National League. And this one's ripped over to short. Nice stop by Ahmed. Throw on to first. Double play. Nice turn there by the Diamondbacks. They erase the leadoff walk. And we head to the top of the second. Heart of the order to do it for the Diamondbacks as Ketel Marte will lead things off. Marte, .251 average, 4th in the National League in All-Star voting. He's got 7 homers. Kind of a breakout year last year. Last couple of years for Ketel Marte. Takes first pitch strike. Typically a second baseman. The Diamondbacks moved him to center field last season. Did pretty well. But some nagging injuries of just having to patrol center field. Kind of took a toll on Marte. This one's grounded to third. Arenado's got it. He'll throw into first. There's out number 1. We'll get a look here at the Rockies defensively. Left to right in the outfield, Sam Hilliard, David Dahl, Charlie Blackmon. And then on the infield, Nolan Arenado, Trevor Story, Brendan Rodgers at second. Then Ryan McMahon at first with Tony Wolters behind the dish. Well, we've seen Daniel Murphy kind of have less playing time as Eduardo Escobar stands in. First pitch swinging, pops it up on the infield. Calling it is Rodgers. He'll make the catch, and there's out number 2. Marquez working quick here this inning as the Diamondbacks are being a little impatient. So I'll bring up Christian Walker, the first baseman. It's hitting .252 on the year. As he takes ball 1. I was saying Daniel Murphy's kind of been in a slump, and with Brendan Rodgers, they've been wanting to get him in as much as he can, so Ryan McMahon's been playing quite a bit of first. As Murphy's kind of been delegated to, well, the same way Ian Desmond was, kind of to a bench position at the moment. Here's the 2-0 to Walker. Outside 3-0. First time we've seen Marquez kind of struggling finding the zone. Walters sets up. Here's the 3-0 to Walker. Called strike at the knees. For Rodgers, who's been doing well. You just find a spot for him in the lineup. The 3-1 to Walker. This one's lifted out deep center field. Back goes Dahl to the warning track. And he'll make the catch at the edge of the grass, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We head to the bottom of the second. 4, 5, and 6 do it for the Rockies. Well, Charlie Blackmon will lead things off on a 13-game hitting streak. He's hitting .392, 16 homers, 51 RBIs. Having a spectacular season so far. First pitch to Blackmon, and this one's ripped down the right field line. Get out of here, ball. Home run. Chalk that one up for the good guys. Solo home run for Charlie Blackmon, his 17th of the year. A laser beam into the right field seats. And the Rockies take an early lead here, 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Blackmon wasting no time there. Just turns on the first pitch he sees from Gallen. Fastball down the heart of the plate, and Blackmon just turns on it. So an early 1-0 lead. Just 404 feet on that, but that was just a shot off the bat. Bring up the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. He's in .276 on the year. Fouls off the cutter. It's only 4 RBIs, no home runs. As he's kind of cooled off during the week. Just kind of irregular playing time. The 0-2 to Rodgers, misses high. 1-2. Chris Owings getting quite a bit of work. That's just by the nature of how the game puts players in. Here's the 1-2 to Rodgers. Gets a piece of that one, fouls off the knuckle curve. The Rodgers waits for the 1-2. And that pitch misses low, 2-2. Way to lay off there on the knuckle curve. Here's the 2-2 to Rodgers. Misses low again. Tries to get him to bite at those knuckle curves, but he's laying off of them. And he's run the count full. Here's the payoff pitch to Rogers. Pops this one up just behind third. Escobar's there to make the catch. And there's out number one here in the second. So we'll take a look here at the Diamondbacks defensively. Left to right in the outfield, David Peralta, Ketel Marte, and Starling Marte. And then on the infield, Eduardo Escobar, Nick Ahmed, Tim LoCastro, and Christian Walker at first with Stephen Vogt behind the plate. I'll bring up Ryan McMahon playing first base today. Upped his average to 248. It's kind of averaging out as he watches a first pitch strike there on the fastball. 10 homers for McMahon, 29 RBIs. He's been having a pretty good success as of late. The 0-1 to McMahon. Inside, ball one. You've seen him up in his home run abilities. The 1-1 to McMahon. Misses outside. Two 1 to McMahon. Flares this one into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Just slaps it the other way. And it's a 1-out single for McMahon. That's kind of been leading to his success. Not trying to do too much. Getting on base. He's been hitting a few solo home runs. That's been working out. I'll bring up Sam Hilliard, who's in a bit of a rough patch. Last 4 games, he's 2 for 13. Average down to 268. 7 homers, 19 RBIs. Fly ball, foul territory over his Peralta on the line. He'll make the catch. And there's out number 2 in the inning.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Tony Walter.
I'll bring up Tony Walters. Walters hitting .294 on the year, home runs, 16 RBIs, 6 for 15 in his last 4 games. Here's the first pitch to Walters. Fouls this one off into the stands. 3 games. This one's ripped into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Throw goes all the way into third. McMahon wasn't even attempting, so now at least bring up Marquez with 2 men on, 2 outs. Marquez maybe looking to extend the Rockies' lead here. First pitch to Marquez. Swing and a miss at the fastball up. And he misses 0-1. Marquez won the Silver Slugger a couple years ago. Good hitting pitcher. Takes it seriously. An RBI chance for him here. Doesn't have 4 RBIs on the year.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch misses low. 1-1. Hopefully stick with us here. Maybe some internet struggles. Hopefully it doesn't cut out on us. If it does, we'll probably just restart and share a new link. Here's the 1-1 to Marquez. Call it strike the letters. It's 1-2. The 1-2, swing and a miss, tied him up with the fastball inside, and that will retire the side. But the Rockies get the leadoff home run by Charlie Blackmon. They lead this thing 1-0. We head to the top of the third here at Coors Field. Stephen Vogt will lead things off for the Diamondbacks. 264 average, 9 homers, 22 RBIs for the catching veteran. There were rumors that the Rockies were interested in Vogt, but the Diamondbacks jumped on him quick. Rockies playing in the shift here. Marquez has kind of been cruising along here. .1-0 misses up and in, almost hits him. Just gets out of the way. It's now 2-0. Dribbler back up the middle, and it's into center field for a base hit. Vogt beats the shift past a diving Trevor Story. And the leadoff man's aboard for the Diamondbacks. Beats this one into the ground. Slow roller. If they weren't in the shift, probably could have gotten it. But he just manages to beat it. Numbering of Nick Ahmed. Gold Glove shortstop winner last season. Bouncer past second into right field. And back-to-back singles. Little dribblers through the holes. Rockies were playing in the double play coverage. Shifted up the middle a little bit. And he just bounces it the other way through the hole. So the Diamondbacks finding the holes. That'll bring up Zach Gallen, who shows bunt. Pulls it back as that one misses high, 1-0. Well, the Diamondbacks threatening here. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Rockies lead 1-0 here in the third. 1-0 to Gallen. He shows bunt again. This one's down the line. Throw on to first. And they'll get the out there. Tough play by Arenado. Had no other options. There's now 2 men in scoring position with one out here. Top of the order coming up in Starling Marte. Now goes a sacrifice 5-3. And Marte lined out back in the first. Hit a line drive right at Blackman. First pitch to Marte called strike the letters. Marquez has got to really bear down here and got to strike out Marte here. That's probably your best option. Rockies will most likely concede the run to get the out at first. But Marquez has got to do everything he can to either get Marte to pop it up on the infield or prevent Marte from hitting it deep enough where Vogt can tag at third. Here's the 1-1 to Marte. This one's fouled back, 1-2. Bounces in the dirt. Nice block there by Tony Wolters. Two-two to Marte. Misses high. That'll run the count full. Tim LeCastro waits on deck. Payoff pitch, and it misses low, ball 4. So that'll load the bases with one out. Does set up the force at any bag. Sets up the double play possibility. And you got Tim LeCastro, struck out his last time up. And with that 193 average, you're in a lot better spot here to get out of the inning. Still, Marquez can't give him anything too good to hit. First pitch to LeCastro, fouls this one back. Went with the fastball in the outside corner. Acquired LeCastro from New York, 2019. Here's the 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. The 1-1 to LeCastro. Misses high, 2-1. This one's lined to third. Arenado makes the catch and tags the bag before he can get back. And it's a double play. We head to the bottom of the third. Rockies still lead it 1-0. Top of the order due up. Can't talk today. Well, we're here in the bottom of the third. Rockies lead at 1-0. Top of the order due up as Trevor Story will lead things off. Story walked his first time up. Swing and a miss to that one, and it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Story. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it off. The 0-2 to Story, called strike 3, frozen with the knuckle curve. And there's out number 1 here in the third. I'm bringing up the center fielder, David Dahl. First pitch to Dahl, called strike down the middle. The 0-1 to Dahl. Misses down and away, lays off the knuckle curve. 1-1. 1-1 called strike the knees. Keeps going to those off-speed pitches, that time with the changeup. Rockies having a hard time picking those up. Here's the 1-2 to Dahl. This one's ripped into center field. That's going to get caught by Ketel Marte. And there's 2 away now.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Bring up Arenado. Ground out victim back in the first. First pitch to Arenado. Chopper in front of the mound. Gallen's got it. Turns and throws on to first. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Diamondbacks. We head to the top of the fourth. Rockies lead at 1-0. Peralta, Marte, and Escobar due up here at Coors Field. David Peralta, the left fielder, will lead things off here in the top of the fourth against Germán Marquez. Marquez getting out of a bases-loaded jam in the top of the third, thanks to Arenado snagging the liner and tagging the bag before Bo could get back. Peralta, his career against Marquez, he's got 6 doubles, hitting .444 against Marquez. This one's hit out deep to left field, but Hilliard's there to make the catch. And there's a 1 away here in the fourth. Well, the Diamondbacks are making contact, but anything they've been hitting hard has gone right at guys. They only got the couple of hits last inning, thanks to some slow dribblers. Center fielder Ketel Marte up now. Watches ball 1, just misses the top of the zone. First pitch to the 1-0 to Marte, misses inside 2-0. Well, he missed it last inning, but kind of been searching for this day in Rockies history because AT&T Sportsnet has been showing the Rockies playoff games. Decided to go to the 2007 team. This one's ripped down the line, but just foul. 2-1. Going back to June 9th, 2007, the Rockies, who were at 30-32, narrowly defeated the Baltimore Orioles. Roller to first. McMahon takes to the bag, and there's 2 away. Rockies win 3-2 against the Orioles in extra innings. Rockies scored 1 in the top of the 10th. Rockies scored 2 in the top of the second, and there was no scoring by either team until the 10th. First pitch to Eduardo Escobar. Bouncer to first. McMahon's got it, and that will retire the side. Another 1-2-3 inning for Marquez. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Rockies still lead 1-0. Heart of the order due up. Blackman lead things off. Solo homer back in the second. That's the lone run in this game. But in that game the Rockies played against the Orioles in 2007, former Rocky Jeremy Guthrie started that game, went 8 innings for the Orioles. Gave up 2 runs on 6 hits, those 2 runs coming in the second inning. For the Rockies, Rodrigo Lopez threw 7 innings, gave up 2 runs in the first inning, gave up 6 hits. Went 7 innings for the Rockies. Jeremy Affeldt got the victory. This one's flared down the line, beating the shift. That's going to be extra bases for Blackman. Rounds first, he'll hustle into second, and it's a leadoff double. So 16th double of the year for Blackman once again. Beating the shift, just flares it down the line and left. And that's all it takes. It's Blackman home run and a double now. Now bring up Brendan Rodgers. So for 1. Takes a called strike for zone 1. Pretty interesting. You see the Rockies have that good of a pitching game. Kind of struggling on the offensive side. Here's the 0-1 to Rodgers. Misses high. Kazuo Matsui went 2 for 5. Brad Hopp went 2 for 4. Ryan Spielborgs went 2 for 4. Two one misses high. 3-1 now on Rodgers. Rodgers swings through the 3-1, comes up empty, and that'll run the count full. Gallen checks the runner at second. The payoff pitch to Rodgers. This one's shot right at the second baseman. Gathers it, throws on to first, and there's a 1 away now. Blackman moves up to third. Nice play there by LoCastro. Playing off the 1-hop. Now bring up Ryan McMahon, singled back in the second. Well, I'll let you know the Rockies have been busy in the past week with transactions. First pitch to McMahon, called strike at the knees. So we'll start off last. So on June 5th, send Jose Mujica down to AAA. 0-1, it's fouled off. It's because the Astros made an offer to the Rockies and they accepted. They acquired relief pitcher Chris Davinsky for Josh Fuentes and Brian Shaw. So the two of them are no longer on the Rockies, sent over to Houston. Garrett Hampson has been recalled. He's back on the club. Jose Mujica was sent down to AAA. Fouled off. And then on June 7th, Rockies are pretty busy. They acquired Michael Lawrenson from the Reds for Todd Zineji. Probably said that wrong. So just a minor league first baseman is all it took to get Michael Lawrenson from the Reds. St. Carlos Estevez to AAA. Philip Deal was designated for assignment. McMahon lifts this one out deep to center field. That'll be deep enough to score Blackman. Tags. Ketel Marte winds and throws it down, but throw will come in late. And it's 2-0 Rockies. Well, McMahon gets the job done. As Blackman scores, there's 2 away. I'll bring up Sam Hilliard to fly out back in the second. Rockies then sent Philip Deal over to Oakland for minor leaguers Edwin Diaz and Miguel Romero, first baseman and a closing pitcher. They removed Drew Patera and Edwin Diaz from the 40-man roster, put them on outright waivers. Jose Mejica was then sent down to Double-A. Rockies also acquired Caleb Court from the Yankees for shortstop Carlos Herrera, as Hilliard strikes out to end the inning. But the Rockies score another run. They lead it 2-0 as we head to the 5th. Walker Vogt and Ahmed due up for the Diamondbacks here this afternoon. So we get things going underway here in the 5th, about halfway through this thing. And then just on yesterday, the Rockies placed Jose Mujica on outright assignment waivers, removing him from the 40-man roster. So they've been busy, but they made a couple of moves to bolster that bullpen. And Chris Davinsky and Michael Lawrenson, which hopefully that pans out for these simulated Rockies. First pitch to Walker, called strike the letters. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 to Christian Walker. Misses inside 1-1. The nice thing about trades here in this simulated version of this season is you don't have to worry as much about the future repercussions. So you don't have to worry about payroll and other such things in the season to come because, well, we've got this. So kind of doesn't play as much into the game's ideas. Swing and a miss. And here's the 3-2 to Walker. And this one is ripped down the line. Is it going to stay fair? And it hooks foul. Walker just missing the home run. And they'll run it to 3-2. Payoff pitch is fouled away. 3-2 now. Here's the payoff pitch to Walker. Misses high. He loses them. And it's a leadoff walk to Herman Marquez.
Now batter, catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Bring up Stephen Vogt. Singled in the 3rd. Got all the way to 3rd. But then was double off to end the inning. First pitch swinging, grounder to short, over to Brendan Rodgers, over to first, double play. Quick 6-4-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered. Quickly clears the bases. Now there's 2 away. Tough play there by Rodgers, who had to make the catch on the run, make sure he tagged the bag and then jump and throw. Executed perfectly, though, and that'll bring up Nick Ahmed. Singled his last time up. As he watches ball 1 below the knees. Here's the 1-0 to Ahmed. Misses low, 2-0. Well, probably one of the bigger things of Rockies news. So we're here in the 5th inning. We'll start talking about some news. It's a lot to catch up on as we can. Called strike inside, 2-1. We've got the draft happening this week. Rockies coming in at number 9. Big thing is that this year, the draft will only be 5 rounds. It's up and in, 3-1. So you only got 5 rounds for the draft. So Rockies coming in at number 9. You can watch that on ESPN and MLB Network. My guess is the Rockies will probably go for a starting pitcher. That's what they usually tend to do. This one is lifted out to deep left field, back to the wall, gone. Nick Ahmed muscles one over the fence for a solo home run, his 6th of the year. And we're back to a one-run ball game here in the 5th. Marquez fell behind him 3-1, makes a mistake there. Hung an off-speed pitch, and he just crushes it. Just got enough of it. Hits in the first row. I'll bring up Zach Gallen with 2 outs. Sacrifice his first time up. Called strike the knees, 0-1. That would be my guess, is the Rockies will probably go for a starting pitcher. That seems to be a trend that they always go for. Grounder to first, but McMahon can't handle it, so Gallen's going to get aboard here. That'll go as a base hit as Steve Foster will come out to talk to Marquez. Got the game plan facing Marte. So, looked like an easy backhand for McMahon, but he just sort of bobbles it, bounces off his heel, or he overruns it. First pitch to Marte, catches, or just misses the zone, 1-0. The 1-0 to Marte, misses outside, 2-0. Bounces foul down the line, 2-1. This one's lined down to center field. Back goes Dahl. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. But Nick Ahmed, the solo home run, makes it 2-1 Rockies as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Still anybody's ball game here. As Tony Walters will lead things off for the Rockies. Singled back in the 2nd. Interesting to see here. Looking through the Rockies. Currently 4 or 5 of the Rockies' first-round picks. So 5 first-round picks for the Rockies are on our sim team right now. Trevor Story and David Dahl. That one's fouled away. John Gray, Kyle Freeland, and Brendan Rodgers. All were drafted in the first round by the Rockies.
That's ball 3.
Misses ball 3, 3-1.
Count 3-1.
Here's the 3-1 to Walters. Bounces that one foul, runs the count full. Here's a complete list. You can look up a list of the Rockies' first-round picks in the past. 3-2, misses down and away, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Tony Walters. So I'll bring up Ramon Marquez, who will most likely looking at a sacrifice situation here. Move Walters into scoring position. Todd Helton probably is, in my opinion, the best first-round pick the Rockies have ever gotten. They drafted him 8th overall in 1995. Helton then spent his entire career with the Rockies. 5-time All-Star. Grounded down over to second. They'll throw over there. Back over to first. Double play. Marquez not going for the bunt. Instead, his swing turns into a double play. Got him to beat one into the dirt. Right over to the second baseman, who quickly turns, and LeCastro fires to second. Nice transition by Ahmed to quickly get the return throw down. So there's 2 away for Trevor Story. Story 0 for 1 with the walk. So that's happening this week. We got the draft going on. First pitch to Story, misses outside. And then the biggest thing is still the dispute between the Players Union and Major League Baseball and the owners. They continually kind of argue about over, how long the season will be. The players were wanting to do 112 games or so, with a lot of resources. This one's ripped down the line into left field. Peralta's got to it, but Story's thinking too. The slide into second, and they got him. Thought he got ahead of the tag, but Peralta cuts down Story, trying to stretch it into a double. And we head to the top of the 6th. The Rockies still lead it 2-1. As Tim LeCastro will lead things off for the Diamondbacks. Pitch misses inside, 1-0. But the biggest thing is that they're arguing over the length of the season and how much to pay the players. 1-0 to LeCastro. The players want to make sure that they do everything right, that they don't hinder the game or injure it for the future with any concessions that they make this season. So they're trying to get as many games as possible, but the biggest thing is they want to be paid their prorated salaries that were agreed upon back in March. The problem is the owners, as reports are saying, seem to be claiming that they need to readjust that, since without any fans in the stands, they're losing a lot of revenue. Pitch misses high, ball 4. So LeCastro leads things off with a walk. And they want the players to take further cuts on salary. Players had offered an 86 game, or there was an 86 game offer, and then MLB rejected their 112, 114 game proposal and said if they don't pitch out there, it's a 1-0. If the players don't accept it, then they'll be forced to just implement a 50-game season. But then MLB made an offer of 76 games at 75% of the prorated salaries, which again the Players Union rejected. And so it's just continually a public dispute about paying the players, and this one's shot back up the middle. Nice stop by Story. There's a double play. Fantastic play by the Rockies. Trevor Story on the diving stop. Ramps off the mound. He makes the stop from his belly, flips it up to Rogers, who completes the double play. Outstanding play by Trevor Story. Now there's 2 outs for Ketel Marte, who has a pair of ground outs in this one. But as I was saying, just this public dispute over really money, and really it's, you got to side with the players in this one, is what it's seeming more and more. That they tried to offer them 50 games at a prorated salary. And this one is ripped down into right field, and this ball game is tied. Ketel Marte with the solo home run, and his 8th of the year, and this ties the ball game up at 2 here in the 6th. How big was that double play, though, by Trevor Story now? Instead of it being a 3-2 ball game, you're now tied at 2 here in the 6th. Once again, Marquez making the mistake, leaving it over the heart of the plate with the off-speed pitch, and Marte just jumps all over it. 380 feet into right field. And this ball game's tied at 2. I'll bring up Eduardo Escobar.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo.
Takes called strike 1 on the inside corner.
0-1.
But I know as a baseball fan, this is going to have a lot of repercussions for the sport in the future. That pitch misses, 1-1. Because you continue to see stories of players being upset about this. Also, diehard fans who are losing interest in the sport this season. To the point of people don't care if they come back. Because they've taken so long to try and figure things out and arguing about these deals, that it's turning a lot of people off when you have the sport people love and it's being hindered because billionaires are going up against millionaires. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Escobar strikes out, but Ketel Marte ties this thing up with the solo homer into right field. We head to the bottom of the 6th. We're tied up. That picture says it all for German Marquez. So we're here in the bottom of the 6th. Skip over Heidi Watney here. Rockies with a lot of work to do. David Dahl will lead things off. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Merrill Kelly and Corbin Martin warming up in the Diamondbacks bullpen. First pitch misses up and in, 1-0. But I know as a baseball fan myself, consider myself die-hard, a very passionate fan, of how frustrating it is to see the game that we love being held up because of money and really not being able to come to a decision of how long to have a season and how much money to pay the players. Swing and a miss there, 2-1. Because I know a lot of people look at, the NBA just came to a decision of how they're going to do their playoffs, resume their season. They're going to Disneyland, Disney World or whatever, to have their playoffs, finish their season, have their playoffs. And then the NHL has their plans in motion, and they're all set to go. Here's the 3-2 to Dahl. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Dahl on the fastball. 5th strikeout for Gallen. I'll bring up Nolan Arenado. So it's frustrating to see those different sports have their plans to be able to come back soon this summer. The NFL's planning on arriving on time. So that's probably the biggest frustrating thing for baseball fans. But I think it's also hard because those the other sports are already in the midst of a season before things ended for them. Things are winding down for them. They're already halfway or near the end of their season. So they just had to figure out that they'll just jump right into playoffs. But for baseball, who hadn't started yet, this one's grounded back up the middle. Base hit for Arenado. 1-out single. But that makes it hard for baseball because they hadn't started the season yet. And so they're stuck in this kind of limbo of arguing, well, how long are we going to have our season? Because the baseball season is longer than the other sports. And so figuring out what's fair, what means the most, and then ultimately how much are we going to pay the players. No, you can't afford to pay them their full salaries, as Garrett Cole cannot be making $31 million a year. Runner takes off for second. Blackman hit and run was on. He fouls this one away. 0-1. But what do you pay the players? What's fair? How do you keep them safe, their families?
Oh, that's out.
Just a lot of decisions to figure out. And so it's frustrating for baseball fans because you can't do anything. Owners claiming poverty. Players demanding fairness and compensation. So who knows? So that's probably the biggest thing going on. Pitch misses up and in, 2-2. But we'll just hold our breath, see what happens. Bouncer over to second, and it gets passed into right field. Blackman will reach first, a base hit. Well, you can check that one off the box. He's got a home run, a double, now a single. Arenado in scoring position. As Brendan Rodgers will come in, that'll do it for Zach Gallen. Diamondbacks have seen enough of him. Well, he battled and he leaves with the game tied at 2. But the Rockies threatening here. It's men on first and second with one out. And Merrill Kelly will come in, making his 16th appearance. He's 2-2, 3.10 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 7 walks in 20 innings of work. So he'll face Brendan Rodgers here. Men on first and second, one out. Rodgers is 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. Here's the first pitch to Rodgers. This one's bounced foul, 0-1. Comes the 0-1 to Rodgers. Swings way in front of that pitch. Went with the cutter, didn't recognize it, and he swings way in front of it. It's 0-2 now. Well, this is a moment where Rodgers has got to come up big. Base hit, scores Arenado most likely. The 0-2. And this one got a good piece of it, but it's fouled away. Keeps the count at 0-2. Hung the breaking ball, but he hooks it foul. Here's the 0-2, misses outside, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Popped him up on the infield. They'll call the infield fly rule.
The batter, the first baseman,
Ryan McMahon will stand in now. He's got an RBI, and he's got a single. Sac fly scored Blackman his last time up. Here's the first pitch to McMahon. Called strike, 0-1. Comes the 0-1 to McMahon. Misses low, 1-1. The 1-1 to McMahon. Tied him up there. Got him to chase inside. 1-2. Well, the Diamondbacks one pitch away from getting out of this. Men on first and second. 2 outs. We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. The payoff pitch. Misses inside. 2-2. Well, we've seen McMahon come up big in these kind of spots before. Hopefully this can be another one. 2-2 to McMahon. Swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball. And that ends the Rockies' threat. We head to the 7th. Still tied at 2 here this afternoon. Jairo Diaz will get the call here, making his 37th appearance. It's 2-0, 5.17 ERA, 34 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 38 innings of work. So he'll face Christian Walker to lead things off here. Jake McGee warming up in the Rockies bullpen. Here's the first pitch to Walker. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 0-1. Jake McGee warming up. Well, it's been good this past week. The starting pitching has been pretty decent for the Rockies. Given the bullpen kind of relaxation, this one's lined into right field for a leadoff single. Hard hit ball. Squared that one up pretty good. And the leadoff man's aboard here in the top of the 7th. I'll bring up the catcher, Stephen Vogt. Walker just lines this one the other way. Diaz has got to be careful. This is where he struggled quite a bit. First pitch to Vogt. This one's fly ball deep right field. Blackman's there. He'll make the catch. And there's one away here in the 7th. The Rockies trying to keep the winning streak alive. Nick Ahmed, who's 2 for 2. He's got a home run and a single. Hit a home run his last time up. Made it a 2-1 ball game. Ketel Marte hit the other home run to tie the ball game up. Marquez goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs. Starts him off with a strike. 0-1. The 1 to Ahmed, misses outside, 1-1. Like I said, the starting pitching fairly decent, has given the bullpen time to really rest and re-energize, because we've seen them, a couple weeks ago, just so overworked. 1-1 to Ahmed. And this one's lined foul, 1-2. Big spot here for Jairo Diaz. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Misses inside, trying to bait him with the fastball. 2-2. That two-seamer inside is really meant to get him to roll over or chop something into the ground for the double play. Here's the 2-2 Ahmed. This one's into right field, back to base hit. Walker around second, he'll head to third. He's rounding third, and he'll stop there as Ahmed will stop at second. And it's a 1-out double for Nick Ahmed. Diamondbacks are 4th in the National League in doubles, 114. And Ahmed is 3 for 3. He's now a triple shy of the cycle. And we'll get a pinch hitter here. So Dominguez will pinch hit here. Jason Dominguez, 154 average. Runners in second and third, 1 out. This one's lined foul, 0-1. Well, it seems to differ of how much longer do you let Jairo Diaz stay in. Here's the 0-1 to Dominguez. Called strike there. It's quickly 0-2. And how long does he stay on the big league club? You've seen them send down guys that have continued to struggle, especially with the high ERAs. Estevez, Oberg. This is inside, 1-2. So it'll be interesting to see. The 1-2 to Dominguez. Can't get him to chase, evens the count at 2. Starling Marte waits on deck. Dominguez can't get him to chase. 3-2. Walters trying to calm down Diaz. And you got a dangerous hitter in Marte who waits on deck. Can't afford to have the bases loaded with him up. Lifted out to right field. This should be deep enough to score the run. Walker tags. Throw comes in. And the Diamondbacks have taken a 3-2 lead here in the 7th. Diaz does it again. His struggles continue of relinquishing leads. Dominic Marte, who's 0 for 2. And the Rockies, who, as they'll go ahead and walk Marte, take their chances with Tim LeCastro. But Diaz has just continually struggled in these situations. Seems to give up a run every time he goes out there. Can't keep the opposition from hitting the ball. 3-2, Diamondbacks lead it. 2 outs here in the 7th. Fly ball out to center field. Dahl ranging back, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Diamondbacks get the run across. They now lead 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Hilliard, Wolters, and Diaz. And the pitcher spot due up in the bottom of the inning.
Your attention, please. Now,
Yon Lopez will get the ball now, making his 43rd appearance. He's 1-1, 3.02 ERA, 34 strikeouts, 13 walks in 47 innings of work. Hilliard's been quiet today, 0 for 2, as Archie Bradley and Hector Rondon warm up in the Diamondbacks bullpen. Hilliard chases the changeup down and in. Changeup at 90 miles an hour. That's more or less a fastball instead of a changeup. But Lopez, who throws a hard fastball, that's kind of a big difference there. Here's the 0-1 to Hilliard. Fouls off the fastball. 0-2 now. This is where we've seen Hilliard really struggle. He's been striking out quite a bit. Here's the 0-2. This one's lined into left, and that's going to be caught by Peralta, who makes the sliding catch. Nice play there, but fortunately, that's out number 1. Got a good jump on it. Sinking line drive. But they had him shifted. Now bring up Tony Wolters. Single back in the 2nd, then walked his last time up. Here's the first pitch to Wolters. Called strike there. It's 0-1. So you have the pitcher's spot on deck. Most likely get a pinch hitter. If I was a betting man, it's probably going to be Chris Owings. But who knows? 0-2 the count on Tony Wolters. Comes the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. And there's out number 2.
up next for Colorado, the pitcher, Tyro Diaz.
So Walters strikes out. There's 2 outs now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We'll get a pinch hitter here in Daniel Murphy.
pinch hitting for the Rockies.
Guess I was wrong, but that's okay.
Murphy.
I'll bring up Daniel Murphy, 241 average, 9 homers, 36 RBIs on the year. First pitch from Dominguez, misses low, ball 1. Change up at 88 miles an hour. Well, this would be a big spot for Murphy. He does have 9 homers on the year. Not as much as you'd hope for, but misses high, 2-0. Definitely the kind of guy that you want in this situation. A patient veteran hitter against a young reliever. Here's the 2-0. Gets a piece of that pitch inside. It's 2-1. The Rockies have Hampson, Diaz, Desmond, and Owings. This one's high fly ball to the right field, but Starling Marte's there to make the catch. And that will retire the side. Rockies go down 1-2-3. In the 7th, we head to the 8th. 3-4-5 due up for the Diamondbacks. They lead this thing 3-2 here at Coors Field this evening.
Your attention, please.
And we'll get Jake McGee coming now, making his 36th appearance. He's 2-1, 4.28 ERA, 31 strikeouts, 12 walks in 33 innings of work. About a strikeout an inning. He'll face David Peralta, Ketel Marte, the switch hitter, and then Eduardo Escobar. Peralta's 0 for 3. The Rockies got to get something going here. Blackman is responsible for both of the Rockies' runs with the solo homer, and then scored the run off the sac fly. Here's the 1-0 to Peralta. Misses low 2-0. Can't get him to chase. Oh, 28,000. 28.5 thousand here tonight. This is exactly the crowd you want at Coors Field. Here comes the 2-0 to Peralta. And this one is hit well down the line into left, and this one is gone. Leadoff home run for David Peralta, his 12th of the year. Another solo shot. The Diamondbacks have scored 3 of their 4 runs via the solo home run. They now lead 4-2 as the Rockies' winning streak is in jeopardy here. This one is hit well foul. Almost went foul, but he hooks it fair. And Mario Ketel Marte, who hit a home run to tie this thing at 2 back in the 6th. And that's where we stood, but then the Diamondbacks have added on 2 more runs in these last 2 innings. So Ketel Marte comes in on the right side of the plate. First pitch to him. This one's lined into center field, but right at Dahl, who makes the catch. And there's 1 away now.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Just squared that thing up, but luckily it was hit right at David Dahl. Made a little hop there to make the catch. But that will bring up Eduardo Escobar, who's 0 for 3. Strikeout back in the 6th. Here's the first pitch to Escobar. Misses outside, ball 1. Jake McGee, we've seen also struggled as Tim Collins and Wade Davis warm up in the Rockies bullpen. Tim Collins is probably taken on more of the lefty duties. So Jake McGee, as well as Diaz, just continue to struggle, some of these guys. That's why the Rockies went and got Chris Davinsky and Michael Lawrenson. 1-1 to Escobar, misses inside, 2-1. The 2-1 to Escobar. This one's hit well out to center field. Back goes Dahl, but he'll have to play it off the wall. It'll be a long one-out double for Eduardo Escobar. His 17th double of the year. Christian Walker. Just a line shot into center field. Almost misses the home, just misses the home run. But Walker singled, came around to score his last time up. Rockies trail 4-2. Looks like Buster Posey's back with the Giants, back from injury. One-0 the count.
Nope, that's a
And this is low 2-0. comes the 2-0 to Walker. Hit out to deep right field, but playable for Blackman, who makes the catch. Escobar will tag and move up to third. Throw goes home. But there's 2 away now with a man at third here in the top of the 8th. Stephen Vogt will stand in now. Single back in the third. He's 1 for 3. He bats with a man at third. 2 outs. Diamondbacks lead 4-2 here in the 8th. First pitch is in there for a called strike 1 on the slider. Vogt hitting .316 with runners in scoring position this season. Rockies will have the top of the order in the bottom of the inning. The 0-1 to Vogt. Fouls off that one. It's 0-2. Forgot to get a look at the standings. How far behind the Dodgers and Padres the Rockies are. The 0-2 to Vogt. Just misses outside 1-2. But the sweep of the Dodgers really helped the Rockies out. Also helped out the Padres. Here's the 1-2. Misses low. Can't get him to chase that slider. 2-2. The count. Just misses with that slider. And that'll run the count full. Nick Ahmed waits on deck, who's had a fantastic day. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Here's the 3-2, and that misses, ball 4. So I'll put runners in the corners with 2 outs. Nick Ahmed now will stand in. He's been a threat today. He's got a home run, a double, and a single. Just a triple shy of the cycle here. So McGee trying to get out of the inning. He's got 2 outs, 4-2 the score here in the top of the 8th. First pitch to Ahmed. Misses high, ball 1. The 1-0 to Nick Ahmed now. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it back. 1-1. Well, on the Rockies side, Charlie Blackman is also a triple shy of the cycle. So we're going to see these 2 players just kind of in a race today. See maybe who can do it. Ahmed runs well, so if he gets something into the power gaps here at Coors Field, he may seriously have a chance at it. Here's the 1-2 to Ahmed. That misses well inside. 2-2. McGee not trying to give him anything too good to hit. Walters gives him the sign. He comes set. Checks the runner at first. The 2-2 to Ahmed. Just misses high with that fastball. Full count. Pitcher spot on deck. McGee comes set. The payoff pitch. Grounded foul. Good AB here by Nick Ahmed. A lot of people believe Trevor Story was robbed of the Gold Glove Award last year at shortstop. They give it to Nick Ahmed. And this one's into right field, a base hit. That scores Walker. Runner will move up to third. And it's an RBI single. It's now 5-2 Diamondbacks. Fastball in the outside corner. Looking for it, just shoots it the other way. A little base poke the other way.
Your attention, please.
And that'll end it for McGee, and I'll bring Wade Davis. McGee gives up 2 runs.
71.
Wade Davis looking to just clean this thing up. So runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the 8th. Diamondbacks lead 5-2.
For Arizona. Number
The Rockies had a 2-0 lead, and then Diamondbacks have just slowly chipped away at it, took the lead, and now they've extended it. Guillermo Vargas will bat now. Slow roller to first. McMahon will take it to the bag, and that will retire the side. All it took was 1 pitch from Wade Davis to end the inning. Rockies now down by 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order due up for them. They got a lot of work to do. They got to score 4 to take a lead. They'll face Archie Bradley, their old nemesis. Bradley making his 25th appearance. He's 0-4, 5.14 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 21 innings of work. So Rockies looking to take advantage of that as Trevor Story will lead things off. Andrew Chafin and Hector Rondon warming up in the bullpen. Thing with the Diamondbacks is in years past, they've really struggled kind of figuring out that closer role in their bullpen. They've kind of had a rotating door past season or two. Lined into left field. That's a base hit for Story.
Now batting, center fielder, David Dahl.
Flowering of David Dahl. Man at first, nobody out. Dahl's 0 for 3. Strikeout his last time up. First pitch swinging, lips this one down the line. That's going to be a fair ball. Story's going to score. He'll round third. Dahl into second. The throw home. They hold it. And quickly the Rockies get a run back. It's 5-3 Diamondbacks. David Dahl with an RBI double, his 8th double of the year. Turns and rips it down the line. Gets it down into the corner. And there's a man at second now, with nobody out. And Nolan Arenado, 1 for 3. RBI chance here. Rockies jumping on Archie Bradley. Quickly with back-to-back hits. And here's the first pitch to Arenado. Up and in, ball 1. Arenado hitting .328 with runners in scoring position. I think the Rockies have had a vendetta against Bradley ever since the 2017 wild card game, when Bradley hit a go-ahead triple. Really put the game out of the Rockies' reach finally in the later innings. Swings through that fastball at the knees. 1-1. So every chance they get, they try to do damage on him. 1-1 the count now. Here's the pitch to Arenado. Lays off that pitch. Misses outside. 2-1. Change up. Coming in at 87 miles an hour. The 2-1. This one's hit right at the first baseman. Walker knocks it down. He'll toss over to Bradley, who covers, but the run will move up to third. Almost got it right past him. Just a line shot right at him. Knocks it down. It's a big out there. But now you face Charlie Blackmon with a man at third and 1 out. Represents the tying run. He's just missing a triple for the cycle. 3 for 3 in this one. That average sitting at 400 here on June 9th. First pitch to Blackmon. Misses high, ball 1. Blackmon against Bradley. He's 5 for 10 with a home run. Big spot here. Dahl's at third. This one's high and deep to left field. It's going to get caught by Peralta. Dahl tags. He'll score easily. Rockies now trail by a run. It's 5-4 Diamondbacks. 2 outs now, though, for Brendan Rodgers. He's held hitless tonight, 0 for 3. First pitch to Rodgers. Misses high, ball 1. Blackman just misses. Didn't get enough of that one. Turns into a long fly ball. Rodgers fouls that one off. He's in the count in 1. But just a fantastic opportunity.
Count 2-1.
So Rockies get a couple of runs back so far this inning. 2-1 to Rodgers. Rockies have tried to be aggressive against Bradley. That runs the count full, 3-2. Ryan McMahon waits on deck. Payoff pitch to Rodgers. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Rodgers thought it was ball 4. But that ends the inning. Rockies get a pair back, though. They trail by 1. We head to the top of the 9th. Top of the order due up for the Diamondbacks. They lead this 5-4. Starling Marte will lead things off. Wade Davis still in there for the Rockies. Davis only threw 1 pitch. So first pitch to Marte. Called strike the knees on the curve, 0-1. We've seen Wade Davis really improve ever since kind of losing the closer role.
Count 21.
It's been a good kind of middle, late inning relief guy. Kind of moved around a little bit. Chris Davinsky and Michael Lawrenson has taken over the closer role. Here's the 1-1 to Marte. Gets a piece of this one, but in foul territory, over comes Blackman. Gives it a look, but it drops foul. 1-2. One-two to Marte.
Ball, that's out.
Tempts him with the fastball, but he lays off. 2-2. Two-two to Marte. Just misses the top of the zone. 3-2. Payoff pitch now to Starling Marte. Called strike 3. Got him looking at the fastball. And there's one away here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tim LeCastro.
So I'll bring up Tim LeCastro. Fouls that pitch away, 0-1. The 0-1 to LeCastro, misses low. One to LeCastro. Hits this one into center field, and Dahl's there to make the catch. And there's 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Well, David Peralta last inning sent one into the left field seats. The Oppo Taco sent that one into the tunnel. Made it 4-2 Diamondbacks. First pitch to Peralta. Called strike there. Wade Davis has been pounding the zone more lately. It's Peralta 4 homers away from his 100th in his career. Here's the 0-1 to Peralta. Tied him up, got him to chase fastball inside, 0-2. Just a pitch away from getting out of this inning. The 0-2 to Peralta. Misses inside, went with the fastball inside again. Cutter. It's now 1-2. Wade Davis in the final year of a 3-year deal he signed with the Rockies. I believe they have a mutual option after the 2020 season. Here's the 1-2 to Peralta. Swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball. And Wade Davis has a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the ninth. The Rockies only need a run to keep it going. 2 to win it. Bottom of the order due up for the Rockies.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now,
Andrew Chafin will lead things off on the mound. Making his 23rd appearance, he's 2-2. 9 for 11 in save opportunities. He's got a 6.43 ERA. 19 strikeouts, 7 walks. He'll face McMahon, Hilliard, and Walters. So not exactly the best, the ideal spot in the lineup you want to be, but McMahon rips this one into right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. He'll cruise into second with a leadoff double. McMahon swings at the first pitch he sees. Hits his 5th double of the year. And the tying run is in scoring position here in the bottom of the ninth. Just as I'm saying, it's not the ideal spot, and we'll get a pinch runner as Garrett Hampson will take over. So you got speed on the bases. And Sam Hilliard will bat now. Had a line drive into left center field, but because of them playing in the shift, Peralta made a nice sliding catch. So he's 0 for 3 tonight. But he's got man at second and nobody out here in the top of the ninth. He represents the winning run as he watches ball 1. Well, as in terms of options, if they do tie this thing to keep it going, really your only option is to, I believe, put Ian Desmond into the game to play first base. That's about your only first baseman available now. Arenado technically could play it if needed, but you don't want to take him out of third. Pitch misses low, 2-2, or 2-1. As Garrett Hampson doesn't play first base, or he just plays middle infield and outfield. Here comes the 2-1 to Hilliard. So a big swing and a miss there. He tried to end it on that one. Comes up empty on the slider, evens the count at 2. 2-2 to Hilliard. Fouls off that pitch. He keeps it at 2-2. Went with a sinker there. He just gets a piece of it. Big spot here. Tying run at second. Misses down in the dirt. 3-2. Tony Walters waits on deck. Payoff pitch coming to Hilliard. Fouls off that pitch. Went with the slider again. Hung it up and in. But Hilliard sticks with it. Comes another 3-2 pitch. He's got him. Got him to chase the sinker. Might have been looking slider again. Sorry to spike your levels there for a second. But that strikes out Hilliard. And he only faced Tony Walters in the pitcher spot on deck. The options are probably called strike there. We've got Desmond, Owings, and Diaz as your options. Kind of the trend the Rockies go with. We'll either see Owings or Diaz. Someone's lifted out to left field, but not deep enough Peralta makes the catch, and quickly there's 2 outs after the leadoff double. So Hampson still at second. Rockies are down to their final out. And we're going to get Elias Diaz for some reason. Elias Diaz. 2 outs. He's hitting .256 on the year. First pitch to Diaz. Called strike at the letters. 0-1. The count. Watches that pitch down. 1-1. Diaz is hitting 160 with runners in scoring position. Not the ideal person to have in this situation. 2 outs. Rockies trail by 1. And this one's left into right, and hit into left field. It's caught, and that will be your ball game. Rockies can't rally. They got the leadoff man aboard with nobody out. But then the next 3 go down easily. So that'll snap the losing streak. I'll snap the losing streak as, once again, the Rockies lose it. So their winning streak ends at 8 games. So Rockies lose 5-4. Merrill Kelly gets the win. Jairo Diaz takes the loss. Andrew Chafin with his 10th save of the year. 10 hits apiece by both teams. But your player of the game is Nick Ahmed, who went 4 for 4. Just a triple shy of the cycle. Merrill Kelly throws 2/3 of an inning, struck out 1, and then Jairo Diaz gave up a run, 1 hit, or 2 hits, gave up a run, but was responsible for the go-ahead run. As Arizona scored runs in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and then 2 more in the 8th to win it 5-4. Notables for the Diamondbacks: Ketel Marte goes 1 for 4 with a home run. David Peralta 1 for 5 with a home run. Eduardo Escobar 1 for 4 with a double. Notables for the Rockies: Charlie Blackmon 3 for 3, home run, double, couple of RBIs, a couple of runs scored. Ryan McMahon 2 for 3. David Dahl 1 for 4. Trevor Story goes 2 for 3 with a run scored. So that'll do it here for the Rockies. Sadly, their winning streak has been snapped as they lose yet another game. It always seems to be that they lose when we're broadcasting, which is always unfortunate. I know it's kind of rough to broadcast and also to watch when your team seems to be losing, but they'll look to get back at it, as we'll be back Thursday, I hope. We'll see. Kind of different scheduling here in life, so we'll do this while we can. But once again, I'm Skylar Timmons. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Sideline Crowd. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, where we try to keep you up to date on news and all that other good stuff. We'll let you know that and remind you that we are not affiliated with Colorado Rockies, Major League Baseball, or MLB The Show 20. Just doing this for the Sideline Crowd. But share this around with your friends. Let us know how you're doing. And always feel free to join in with us. Watch this live or on demand. We have a playlist on YouTube. You can check out all the other games from the season. But that'll do it for this one. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. And that'll do it for this one. Again, the Rockies lose this one 5-4.